I just won't have the resolutions up in front of me.
Good evening. This is a special meeting of the Northampton School Committee. Today is Tuesday, November 1st. And we have a couple items on the agenda. Annie, I'm going to turn the recording on.
Recording in progress.
All that are on Zoom with us will be audio and video recorded. And can we please call the meeting to order?
I mean, call the roll, I'm assuming. Mayor Shara.
Present.
Member Robbins.
Here.
Member Gazy.
Here.
Member Seraphy Cox.
Present.
Member Stein.
Present.
I see Member Levy is here. Member Levy.
Present. Yeah, it is.
Member Miller cannot make it tonight. Member Goldman.
Present.
Member Agna.
Present.
And I believe Member Davis can't make it either, but Your Honor, you have a quorum.
Great, thank you. Okay, our first item is a vote to elect a delegate to the 2022 MASC, Massachusetts Association of School Committees Delegate Assembly, which is tomorrow. Is there, so I believe Member Agna and I will be attending, although I am not sure what time tomorrow I can arrive there because I have meetings. And the other item on the agenda is about the resolutions, which is what we're voting a delegate to vote on behalf of the school committee on the resolutions. And those are, do you know off the top of your head? Oh, I've got scheduled. No, I don't. What time that is? Member Agna? I do.
There wasn't a registration table. I haven't looked on the conference.
Oh, it looks like the delegate assembly starts at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Interesting.
So, and Member Agna, you will be there then. You are there now?
I'm here now, and I think our panel discussion is at 2:50 till 4:30. Interesting.
Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Your panel discussion is at 3:25. So it's right after,
Okay.
it's right after the delegate assembly.
Okay, great. So I'll be able to, I mean, assuming I'm voted in, I can perform the duty.
Okay. So is there a motion to elect a delegate to the assembly? Member Seraphy Cox.
I'm just curious if anybody else from the school committee is attending.
My understanding is no, but if I'm wrong, please speak up.
Okay, I figured probably not. I just I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so I would make a motion to elect member Agna as our delegate for the assembly tomorrow.
I'll second that.
Okay, motions are made by member Seraphy Cox, seconded by member Gazy. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please, Annie?
Member Robbins,
Yes.
member Gazy,
Yes.
member Seraphy Cox,
Yes.
member Stein,
Yes.
member Levy. I maybe heard you, member Levy. You're muted.
Yes.
Thank you. Member Goldman,
Yes.
member Agna,
Yes.
and member Davis, I do see you there.
Yes.
And member Mayor Shara.
Yes. Okay, thank you, member Agna, for being our delegate. Very much appreciated. So then the next and last item are voting on the 2022 resolutions. There are 6 of them, so we could take them as a group if people feel like we could vote on them as a whole, or we can take them individually and vote one by one. Member Robbins, you want to weigh in on that? You're muted.
Consent agenda, if that's possible.
So taking them as a group. Could you please make that motion to move them as move to voting in the positive, voting for each of them as a group?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to vote on these resolutions for Representative Agna to represent us at the MASC Conference 22, voting to approve them as a group.
Is there a second on that motion?
I'll second it.
Okay, motion's been made by member Robbins, seconded by member Gazy. Discussion on these as a group. Member Seraphy Cox?
Sorry, my hand was still up. I was going to make the same motion.
Okay, great.
I support it.
So there's no discussion, then member Robbins, yeah.
Just quickly to say that I think these are extraordinarily helpful recommendations, and I hope that they have some power in our new government and possibly with our new Department of Education representatives. And I'm delighted that MASC has promoted these, and I'm very happy to recommend them.
Great, thank you. Member Stein.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm also excited to see these. And I mention this now because we're going to do them as a group, but I was sort of dismayed by the rationale that was listed for the financial literacy program. The rationale was because many students and their families today do not plan far enough ahead for college tuition, many students are not able to attend institutions of higher learning, et cetera, et cetera. What sort of bothers me about this framing is that it ignores like the extraordinary rise in the cost of education relative to wages and sort of makes this seem as if it's just a matter of personal responsibility and planning. And I think that just, does not really represent the reality of what many families face. So I'm hoping that, and obviously whatever curriculum comes out, if this were to be passed and if the state was, going to take it on, would not have such a punitive, non-systemic focus to it. So I just wanted to say that because it doesn't really seem to capture the reality of the situation for most people. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Member Agna.
Thank you for that, Member Stein. I really agree with you completely. And if there's any chance to make a statement during the voting session, I will definitely, because it's sort of the pull yourself up by the bootstraps Republican, excuse me if I'm offending anyone, way of looking at how families need to deal. And so I really appreciate that, and I will indeed make a statement if it's possible.
Thank you for representing that point of view if given the opportunity, Member Agna. Okay, any further discussion on these 6 resolutions, voting in favor of these 6 resolutions? Okay, seeing none, roll call, please, Annie.
Member Gazy,
Yes.
member Seraphy Cox,
Yes.
member Stein,
Yes.
member Levy,
Yes.
member Goldman,
Yes.
member Agna,
Yes,
member Davis,
Yes.
Mayor Shara,
Yes.
and member Robbins.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Member Agna, for being our representative to vote in favor of these for us tomorrow at the assembly at the convention. So there's no other items on the agenda. So is there a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion's made by Member Goldman, seconded by Member Seraphy Cox. Roll call, please, Annie.
Member Seraphy Cox,
Yes.
member Stein,
Yes.
member Levy,
Yes.
member Goldman,
Yes.
member Agna,
yes.
member Davis,
Yes.
Mayor Shara,
Yes.
member Robbins,
Yes.
and member Gazy.
Yes.
Okay, we are adjourned 11 minutes.